Right now, this is the guy for sport. This is what builds your change of direction, your single leg strength. The ability to stop, drop on a dime, and be able to move at high rates of speed. That's my philosophy for training. I mean, when you first get in the game, you wanted to show everybody everything you know. And that's the biggest mistake any young trainer can make, is trying to show every muscle you know, every exercise, all in one session. And my rule of thumb is teach one thing to be able to master it, and you will have a solid foundation of fitness. In sport, why a lot of high-level athletes hurt their hamstrings, because they're using their genetics, their stride frequency, and then once they grow, they're not maximizing their stride length, which is subsequent of strength, and they just don't have strong enough glutes to slow or build up your hamstrings, so you're gonna overstride. And this is really just a way to teach the technique, so you are really, basically putting a little bit of a cushion between that heavy lift and actually getting something out of it. So I can do a little bit more weight and still get the same amount of training effect, and I'm doing it safely. So I'm getting everything I need all in one. Strength comes from less reps. The size is coming from the stuff that we do to build this, like the auxiliary lifts, like our single leg work and things like that, where I'm gonna go high repetition. And then you can change that though. But when you got 600 pounds on your back at times, you don't want to. I don't know if very many people can do that for 10 reps. This is where it's just really focusing on the emphasis of what you want to get done. Hypertrophy, strength, speed, strength endurance. We like to move with intention, and the velocity of how the bars move is everything. And we have a tendo unit that measures the velocity of the bar in power output, so we don't necessarily have to put on a lot of weight to get what we want out of it, which saves us time, helps recovery, and still gives us an adaptation to get what we're trying to go with. To run faster, change direction better, this is everything. So right now, I'm gonna go 3 reps, kind of focus on the way I'm gonna wear my stance is. Come down slow, push, the longer you stay under the load, the more size I'm building. And then the way I move it up is how, when I'm sprinting, the more force I'm putting into the ground, the more force production. And when I'm sprinting, it's all about force absorption. That's the main thing. Production, but more importantly, absorbing. How I'm absorbing the force. You got guys in the combine that can produce force and they run solid time like 4.3, but they can't absorb force because their technique sucks. So they don't know how to maximize their ground contact time. Once you master ground contact time, you are going to be a fast individual. You are going to be that's like giving every ounce of strength you have into how you run. And most people can't do that. That's called a sprint. But it's not to say that a football player can't do that as well, or a basketball player, or a baseball player, or any team sport. It's just, what are we really trying to focus on? Are we trying to focus on linear speed? Or are we trying to focus on maximal strength, intention of the lift? What is the purpose? Some athletes don't even need to squat. Some athletes just don't need to squat. That's not gonna help them with what they're trying to accomplish. So it just really all depends. I don't have a lot of my athletes back squat. Some are trap bar deadlifters, some are better pullers, and we're getting the same posterior chain effect out of it. We're getting the same posterior chain effect out of this, and they're using it, they're actually doing it with better intent than they would with a squat. And that's why I have deadlift on a trap bar. It's all about it's giving the athlete options. Once you teach them something, if they suck more at this, get them to do what they like and are better at doing. Because it all boils down to, what's the best way to make spaghetti? The way that you know how to do it. changing directions, the ability to change directions. And it is not a ladder drill, a code drill. It is not a predetermined cadence. This is what builds your change in direction, your single leg strength. The ability to stop, drop on a dime, and be able to move at high rates of speed. Being able to train your single legs is what's gonna dominate your ability to change directions on the playing field. So one of my favorite exercises is just like a basic step up. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm coming here, I'm step up to the box, and I'm pushing as hard as I can at high rates of speed. And what I'm doing is I'm working on my single leg. I'm not balancing 185 pounds on one leg. I'm just stepping up, push, down, same thing. And I'm gonna go at higher reps, and I'll do it on a barbell back swing. I'm gonna go for 6 to 8 on each side. But with good intent. Still working the velocity. So I'm not going super heavy. Good form. Up slow, fast, coming down slow. Control. Control is the key. And I'll like superset that with plyometric. So, I'm gonna do a single leg jump. Now I'm not gonna jump 50 fucking times and break my ankles by doing so. I'm just gonna do a master that single leg one time. Soft landing, good landing. With plyometric work, it's like our strength work. We wanna stay in a low rep range. We don't wanna go, like, that's not gonna do anything but hurt us. Whether it's a squat, a push, like a bench press, a pull, a deadlift. But you have all these trainers try and confuse clients to say, oh, you don't need a barbell, bench press, or deadlift, or squat. Like, no, you don't need to, but you need one thing that is just like it. If it's not a barbell, you need to load the movement. You need to load something where it's uncomfortable for you. That's what builds size, strength, and every goal you're trying to accomplish, whether it's the weight gain, lose weight, to maintain, to anything. I mean, you have to strength train. That's the one thing that is not a method, that is a proven principle. Another great loaded movement to help build change of direction. Also, posterior train, good hamstring strength, good glute strength. Make a lot of money someday. So I'm gonna come here. Down, 1, 2, 3, up. I like to do tempos. I love tempos, especially for technique. I always like to see what a client has and build off of that. I mean, most clients that I get are athletes, and the other are ex-athletes or ex-military or ex-whatever. So I'm not dealing with somebody that is, morbidly obese. But even then, it's all about basics. I mean, if I told you, you could go about doing the same thing you do, eat McDonald's every day, eat, like shit, and do everything, but all you gotta add to your life is to walk a quarter mile and drink water, I guarantee you that morbidly obese person that did that 7 days a week would lose 20 pounds within 40 days. It's not magic. It's all about consistency. Consistency and balance is the key to fitness. This is my favorite. Glute ham raises. You want to build strong hamstrings. You never want to tear a hamstring. This is going to be your best friend. First, you want to make sure it is set up correctly for you. Okay? So most people will do this, right? Come here, and then just come up. If you look, right? I'm not isolating my hamstrings. Basically, most people only get a portion of this correctly. So they're gonna come here, they're gonna be lazy, right? I can do this all day. This is what I want you to do. I want full extension out of that hamstring. So I'm gonna come out here, push out, curl back in. Totally different feel, totally different movement. But what it's gonna do, it's gonna use your body weight to resist your hamstrings and your glutes, and you're gonna use the fact that you're being resisted right here to pull yourself back up. It's very hard, but it's gonna help strengthen those hamstrings and your glutes to where you're gonna reduce the risk of pulling your hamstrings and tighten it up and strengthen your glutes significantly. And if you're a girl that's trying to build a good booty, this is where you need to be, not on the Smith machine doing no weight. If you wanna do no weight, use your own body weight. Use the glute hammer. Being able to train your single legs is what's gonna dominate your ability to change directions.